What's up, everybody? We're here. I got a new friend with me today. I got Alexis Adams here with me today. I know him from Saber Legion. This is his first time being on the show. Adam. Alexis, how are we doing today, dude?
Hello there. I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on. This is fun, us being on here and just shooting the shit.
Yeah,
Can we
it's
curse on this show? I'm sorry, I
I don't know.
didn't.
As far as YouTube's concerned, my thing's not safe for kids anyway. So fuck it. Stupid coppa. Anyway, but yeah, funny enough, this was supposed to happen a while ago, and me being the idiot that I am, I completely spaced out and I was like, and the next time I saw it, I was like, we were supposed to do a podcast. Fuck! I
Yeah,
was like, oh, I'm so sorry, dude. You're like, nah, it's cool.
yeah. This has pretty much been like at least 6 months.
Plus,
Just
it's like,
procrastinating, going on. But
yeah.
yeah, man, I'm happy to be on here. And
All right. So what we're doing today is we are actually going to go. You saw it a second ago before I took it off the stream. We are actually going to do a live reaction, or for me, it's a blind reaction, and Alexis is actually watching my reaction to reacting this, so it'll be fine.
we're in the inception of
I was trying to
reactions right now.
yeah, I was trying to think of the right word for that reacception. Reaccept. I don't know. I'll workshop and then I'll come back to it later. But for the Star Wars, the Clone Wars season 7 trailer that was going on, that's up. Yep, and here we are. So we're starting this
All right,
at
we
zero
can go
zero.
right into it.
Yeah, jump right into it. We'll talk about it in a bit, and then we'll talk about the other seasons and such. So here we go.
Soon, the galaxy will be remade.
Sam
Wait.
Witwer.
I was about to say.
The Jedi
Yeah.
and Republic.
Impossible odds.
Yo.
Guy.
No.
I sense a
Back.
plot to destroy
He
the
never
Jedi.
left.
Great care we must take.
Master
Why would
Yoda,
anyone walk away from being a
Ahsoka,
Jedi?
meeting these two new characters
We were
Let's
trained
go.
to be keepers
in the
of
Coruscant
peace,
Underworld.
Yo.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's
not
go.
soldiers.
Let's go.
Embrace
Clones.
the dark side.
Have mixed feelings about the war. Without it, we wouldn't
Yeah,
exist.
Siege of Mandalore, baby.
Oh my gosh. February. Next month.
Like a week from now.
Yes.
The plan.
Oh, look at that. She's feeling.
Everything
Oh,
is about to change.
crazy. I'm seeing her take down like second time. Mandalore. No, what are you doing? Leave it. Yeah, here we go.
Yo.
Yep.
No.
Every choice made has led to this.
Here we go.
Yo.
Boom.
Yo. Cancel that. Talk about that later. But yo. That was so dope. So happy about this. Oh man.
Just epic.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it's
Yes.
like the last time. This is the last new prequel, content, like as close to the movies as we can get that will ever be released. Like
And
this is
well,
it.
until Kenobi.
Well, Kenobi is actually. Oh yeah, Kenobi is pre A New Hope.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, this will be
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So, but this is the last of the Clone
It's like-
Wars. Like that's
yeah.
it. This is the final season. There's not going to be any like, oh, maybe we'll do it in the future or leaving it
Oh,
open.
yeah, no. There is no open. It's just done. But I'm like, I wonder now, It's like because I remember the original Clone Wars when it was just Star Wars Clone Wars and it was like that Samurai Jack type animation.
Yeah, Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, that one's called Clone Wars. This one is the Clone Wars.
I know that's what I said the first time. Star Wars Clone Wars.
Yeah, yeah. No, I just want to make sure, like,
Okay.
distinguishing so that for anyone listening.
Oh yeah. No. I get it. I'm just like okay. I just wish they kept those in continuity because it almost seamlessly fit between 2 and 3, and I was like, that's awesome. But now I'm like, yeah. Now I see why he took it out of canon.
There's still a lot of things that happened in that series that still made it to kind of gelled with episode 3. Like for example, the big thing is General Grievous, how how he has that breathing problem,
Yeah.
and well, it's because Mace Windu, Samuel Jackson's character, crushed his lungs in, like, I think the last episode of the Clone Wars, like that series of that.
Oh my
Gen
gosh.
J
Yeah.
and that's why he has it in the movie there, like the breathing, like the problems.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. But yeah, it's just everything we've had up until now is just kind of filled in some gaps, and I actually don't like how the series was released.
Like in 20-minute like chunks.
No. I mean the chronology of the Star Wars, the Clone Wars.
Uh,
How it was just like, oh, here's the movie that takes place after episodes from seasons 2, 3.
right.
I'm like, bruh.
yeah.
If
But-
anything, I'm thinking episode 1, episode 2, the movie, 3, 4, and so on. It's like I did that whole what was it chronology thing when I was just on the lead up to Force Awakens, and I was like, I'm getting tired of this like bouncing around stuff. I wanted the DVDs for the longest time. I was like, I am so glad I'm streaming this. That would be so annoying to be like every other episode you have to get a different disc. I'm like, that's just no.
I
None
mean,
of that.
You can't have a freaking one CD that has like 12 hours whatever worth of movies.
Oh no. I'm talking about like in the chronology of it's like you would have to start with like season whatever it was like start with like the last few episodes of season 1 or somewhere in the between wherever that starts, and it's like halfway through season 1 you jump to season 2. I'm like,
Yeah, no, that's true. But what I was gonna say is that's classic George Lucas.
Yeah, it
fashion,
is.
like doing 4, 5, and 6, and then going back to the prequels. It's like, and a lot of like I think the first 3 or 4 seasons were directly like created with George Lucas's hand. Like Filoni was just a supervising director, on that show.
Yeah.
So it's true Star Wars, just really good stuff.
yeah, man. Let's see, but oh man, that was so much fun. But I remember,
Let's talk the trailer. Let's talk trailer.
oh my gosh, trailer got me so hyped because I was like, there's a lot, and I'm like, I wonder if there's like a bit that's like fills in the gap between 2 and 3, and then there's a little bit that fills in some gaps between in episode 3, which
Well,
if that makes any sense, because I saw the hologram. She's never pregnant until 3,
Yeah.
so I'm like,
that's the thing, and that's what people are kind of catching on and theorizing, that maybe that particular part with the holocron happens somewhere in between episode 3.
Mm.
So but there's a lot going on. I mean, we start off with the Sam Witwer, Darth Maul.
yes.
Just,
By the way, I'm so happy he was in there, but I'm actually kind of mad with myself because it took me when Solo came out. It took me, and I worked at the theater when it came out. Oh my gosh, and it took me a couple times to realize that was Sam Witwer. I'm like, hold up, that sounds familiar. I looked at the credits. Witwer, yes.
man, you can tell right away. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he's been Darth Maul for the last like fucking 12 years.
Yeah, since I forget I want to say it was like season 4
I
of
believe
Clone
it's-
Wars.
Well, yeah, I mean, I gotta brush up on my Clone Wars, but I used to
I mean,
watch it all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
And I would just
Oh
have
my
it on in the background, just like when I'm doing stuff. And,
Oh yeah, it's so good.
but let's kind of talk over this trailer and kind of visually and kind of break it down here. starts off with the classic Lucasfilm limited.
Yep.
And then we get like a shot kind of going down. Oh, like a classic A New Hope opening with a planet in the bottom, and then the ship goes overhead.
Yeah.
Then the next shot is Bo-Katan. That's the first big reveal.
Nice. If I seem kind of quiet, I'm actually looking back to get the trailer again, so I can kind of mute it and go through it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just about 10 seconds in here.
I'm like 3, 4. Okay, there's 5, 7, 10. But yeah, oh my gosh. Then it's like, I don't know how. Oh, that's bad.
So Bo-Katan, she's looking over, like, it looks like a little bit of Mandalore. Actually, it does. That's Mandalore right there.
Nice.
That kind of looks like where Duchess Satine had her like her garden and stuff. But anyways, yeah. Moving on.
Yeah, they said Don stepped in some big tuto. Sorry. I mean, they're in some deep shit.
Yeah, Obi-Wan and Mace Windu surrounded by tons of B1 battle droids.
Oh my gosh. I'm happy they're B1s because the super droids might have just ended it here and we would have no Kenobi for Kenobi.
Yeah, dude.
And oh my gosh.
There's only like 4. There's like 4 clone troopers, 5. There's only like 4 or 5 clone troopers with them. Like, dude, how they're gonna get out of that? That's funny.
Yeah. Okay, so.
And then they're surrounded, and then we get this planet, this kind of pink atmospheric planet where the clones are getting ready to
Large. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's pause it here for a second. Because one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this back up so the audience can see with us. We're not just talking. They're like, "What are they looking at?" So, because that's rude. All right, so we're back here.
There we are. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
And so, I forgot the name of that planet, but we've seen this planet before in the show.
Oh, it's not Dathomir.
No. And there we go.
There's our boy. There's
our Maul, I presume.
Yeah, he looked like he just got done with that dank Tatooine Kush, but I'm just gonna move on from there.
We'll get a shot here for a second. For a second, I thought that was that planet that they just showed right now with the passing ship.
Kind
of looks like it reminds me of
that planet that was in Rogue One.
Yeah, Edu. It's called Edu, and it's like foggy, kind of craggy.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah.
And then there's an outpost, and then we see a nice, awesome shot with the Jedi Council, pretty much.
Now, where my cursor's circling, young everyone's saying that's young Kanan.
That's pretty much Kanan, yeah, because Depa Billaba immediately standing right next to him, she was his master, and
I remember reading that comic though for a short time on Marvel Unlimited. I'm not sure if it still went on past the 5 issues I read, but it was good.
It was just a limited series.
And there's our boy. Okay.
Windu, we have Yoda in that meeting, and then everyone's on that meeting.
Let me go back. Sorry.
Actually, looks like Ayla Secura is there too.
Come on. I'm trying to get there. Sorry.
Yeah, let it play and just pause it.
Yeah, sorry about that. Here we are. But yeah. Oh, that's I know him. Don't tell me.
I could tell you so fast.
That's what pisses me off. Guy who found Ahsoka. Darn it. Shit. I'm drawing a blank. I'm done.
Plo Koon,
son of a bitch. Hold on, let me get my wallet. Here's my nerd card.
Then you got Yoda, Mace Windu, and then you have Cody to the left. You have Ayla Secura standing right next to Plo Koon. And then that's fudge. I forgot his name. He's on the Jedi Council, and he gets.
I know.
3.
Like they all do. Oh, doggone it. For some reason, I'm thinking of his name, and first name's coming to my head is Sifo Dyas. I'm like, that's not who that is.
No. Sifo Dyas was another guy. Actually, they show him in episode, it's season 5 or 6 of Clone Wars.
Nice.
Anyways, moving on.
Okay, but yeah. This Windu, this Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan doing his beard brush.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, some shit's going down.
I'm trying to figure out who the hell this guy is because I remember that tattoo or whatever is on his face.
I think that's Fives.
Oh,
Fives actually has a 5 on his face. I think.
right. No, 5's number was just all 5s.
Right. But I think he actually had a 5 on his tattooed on his face or something.
That's probably not a 5, but I wonder why this is. That's probably like the.
It's on his forehead. Yeah, that's not 5s. Which
There's Yoda.
I'm now going down the rabbit hole trying to find out what tattoo that is.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We got a badass shot of Ahsoka on a hover bike, which is awesome.
Oh yeah. So we actually I kind of got a little bit of a background and celebration this year, which was at Chicago.
Oh,
And
you went to Celebration. That's nice.
Well, the reason I bring it up is because we went to a Clone Wars season 7 panel.
Oh, nice.
They dropped an awesome trailer, and they were talking and stuff, on stage and
Nice.
all that. So they were basically saying how Ahsoka goes to the underworld of Coruscant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before,
And-
I'm assuming before the Siege of Mandalore. It has to
Yeah.
be before that.
And one
you
thing
know,
though,
And
I
she
remember.
meets 2 sisters, and then she goes on this story or whatever.
Yeah, I remember there was talks of a Ahsoka solo series. But I don't think that really took off anywhere. There were base model things for it, but never took off,
Yeah.
which is sad. Moving on. I want to see what her name is and how she cut her hair that way. That's just weird. That's like you missed a spot on your forehead. But anyway.
Oh, we get the flashback to the earlier season.
Mandos.
Leaving, and then Bo-Katan doing the gladiator handshake with Ahsoka. Probably starting the Siege of Mandalore.
I was about to say,
Anakin going nuts.
yeah, but hold on. I was about to say, I want to see if I can remember. It's okay. So we know he's making it, Rex, because he's in Rebels. These two are jobbers, and this dude was the dude who's getting screwed up.
Right. What is he? Heavy? Maybe it's Heavy. Echo could be. No, I think Echo looks different. Yeah, Echo has a normal face.
It's funny how I have this paused here. It's like these three look serious as all anything. Rex is like, I'm tired of this shit. Rex is like, I'm getting too old for this shit.
And that's Cody right there to the left of him.
Yeah. There's some more shit going down.
And then pause it there. These guys on the left of black and
Yeah.
red, those are part of the Bad Batch, which we're gonna see premiere in this season.
Really?
Yes, they're called Clone Squad 99 or something like that, and there's about 4 or 5 of them, and they have defects that make them special, basically. Which defective, but it's unique, for humans and organics, and they make use of these, and one's a brute, one's a sniper, one's a tech guy.
Nice.
Yeah, they're called the Bad Batch.
Nice. I know a Bad Batch in high school, but she wasn't very nice. I have got to stop making one-liners, but it's too easy. Is Cody being all serious? This.
Yeah.
I was about to say this looks like that friggin' battle from the movie because I remember these things.
No, well, okay. What it immediately makes me think of is, have you seen Mandalorian? All of Mandalorian?
Yes.
Okay, episode 3. There's a big Mandalorian battle at the end where they basically save the Mandalorian Din Djarin.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much like this, just fucking rocket troopers and everything.
Oh yeah, they just go. They just pull a Hail Mary and get the hell out of there. I'm talking about these things from the first, from the movie
from
that
episode 2, Battle of Geonosis. Yeah.
Okay.
they shoot lasers and stuff. And
February.
I want to see what those dragons. Those dragons look pretty cool.
Yeah. Now this is a pretty precarious situation, which is I wonder. No, I was about to say I wonder if she's looking for Ezra, but I'm like that's Rebels. This is Clone Wars. Too
No,
early.
wait, pause it there, because there's a lot happening there. So she's basically going on the Star Destroyer with Rex to Mandalore. This is, you can tell that she's going to Mandalore already because she starts feeling that, like, disturbance. Maybe Order 66 has started or something along those lines, and she's basically going to Mandalore to face off against Maul eventually.
Mhm.
And then Anakin looking very dark side. And then, so this guy in the back right here, I
This
keep
dude.
forgetting his name, and I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm normally good with names, but tonight I'm not. That general, he's like a super smart. He premiered in like the first
Oh,
season of
right.
Clone Wars.
He's the only guy. He's the not the
I
only
keep
one.
forgetting his
The only one who
name.
beat him was Anakin. Right.
I'll get it for you in just a second.
Yeah, no worries. I know who you're talking about now.
But he's a brilliant separatist general.
Right.
And he outsmarted. He was in the first season of this same show, and it's cool to see him back because he got blown up during the earlier episodes. Anakin outsmarted him, blew up the ship. He
Right,
came
yeah.
back, and then he blew him up again, and then apparently now he's back again for the third time. He's just and it looks like he's actually all robotic now, because before he was, you see how his
Yeah.
face is like half like robot and stuff, and then
Yeah.
half his body and stuff. It wasn't like that before. So
Yeah, very Mecha Frieza is what he is right now.
right. So it's really cool to see him, because now that's like him being a factor in the Siege of Mandalore is actually going to make it very interesting
Mm.
and much better, kind of bringing all the entire season, the entire show back to finale.
Nice. All right, so moving on. Oh, he pissed. Even the robot's like, "Oh shit, we gonna die."
This is awesome.
And
right here,
there's
so-
this. I think I was about to say. I think this is all because of like Ahsoka's like head dress face thing. But I'm like, that's kind of obvious, so I'm not gonna state the obvious. But I'm gonna shut
Yeah.
up now.
Yeah, no, it's a nice moment where Rex says, "Welcome back, General," or "Welcome back, Commander. We've missed you," or something like that. And she sees, yeah, this is it right here. She sees it for the first time, probably getting on Mandalore. Oh yeah, lightsaber, slow motion shot, like
He
going
looked
into battle.
pissed. Wait, it's the end.
Oh, you see the Darth Maul Mandalorian there at the left,
Nice.
doing an Ahsoka type move.
Yep.
And then
Right here.
go, yeah.
This
Her
doesn't happen
holding-
till 3.
Yeah, her holding her belly like that. Anakin kind of like wordlessly touching her hand. You know what I'm saying? Going
Yeah.
for her hand.
Man.
Definitely getting Raylo vibes also with that.
Okay.
I like that. That kind of looked. That reminded me of that shot of Obi-Wan like that, looking up and looking
Oh,
down.
let's see.
Oh, this is kind of
right
cool,
here.
Yeah. So where in episode 3 where he's watching the ship that he sends out after and Utapau. Remember how Utapau, the clones, like
Oh, right. They all
betrayed him?
vacate. Yeah.
Right. And so then he hides in the shadow, like he somehow tricks the people around to think that he's taking off with the ship, but he's watching up the ship, and he has like his cloak over his head,
Hey.
his face like that, and he's looking up like that. Like this shot is like basically almost like identical to that episode 3 shot. It's great.
I was gonna say I don't think that's when what's it called? His clones betrayed him because that was he sent the clones off. Yes, but this is when before he fought Grievous.
No. Of course, I know it's before that. I'm just saying it looks like very much like that. Like you can tell they're alluding to that,
right,
like
yeah,
making it
sorry.
look as close to possible in the movie.
Right. And I noticed as soon as like the last season, I think it was season 6. Oh, yeah, obviously -1. Travis, there you go, 6. Sheesh. As soon as season 6 rolled around, it was very much like they were getting closer to in ties in the movie. So gone was like the clone armor type stuff, like on their arms and such. It was all back to robes and very much episodic movie stuff.
Yeah.
And here we go. This should be a background right here. This should be a screen. This should be a desktop background.
Definitely. Like they definitely like right there. There's so much that's going on right there because that was the throne room of Mandalore. You know, like the Duchess Satine, like that was her throne room. You can see the steps there to the left a little bit. And Maul actually killed her in that same room, like pretty much right where he's standing. Pretty much, he killed Duchess Satine, and having Ahsoka fight him, confront him here, like it's epic. It's
awesome. The dialogue.
So
Sabers.
so pause there. So Ahsoka has her blue sabers because I mean I don't know if you guys want to know, spoiler alert, but Anakin gives them to her. Wait, stop there. Don't move anymore. Just
Okay,
stay there.
sorry.
So Ahsoka has blue sabers because Anakin pretty much upgraded her sabers or gave her new sabers. And then he basically added his own flair with the blue kyber crystals. And then Maul ignites his. Now Maul's saber is the staff as we know him from Phantom Menace. He even has the same pose, which Ray Park is mocapping Darth Maul in this season. And so then the half of his saber, the right half you see there, is from this Phantom Menace lightsaber that he had. But it got cut in half, obviously when he did. And so then the left saber there is actually Asajj Ventress's
Right.
I wouldn't say Jedi lightsaber because she didn't completely go. I mean, she went to the light side before she died, but whatever. That's Asajj Ventress's Jedi lightsaber. To make a long story short,
That's fine.
and because her blade was yellow, so Maul must have bled the crystal like Sith style.
Yeah.
And there we go, connecting it together. So this is awesome right here.
Oh man. Shit. More shit's just going down.
Yeah, just action packed. That's a cool shot right there with Ahsoka kind of like closing the doors, closing on her. With her standing with the sabers. That's I love that shot right here.
Now I'm not sure if it's a callback or more of a foreshadow of what she does with friggin' I was about to say Anakin Vader in Rebels.
That's just her pose. That's just her.
No, I meant the doors. But I'm like, they didn't have doors where they were. Never mind. I'm tired and I can't think straight. Lovely.
All right, bro. I think you need to go to sleep, bro.
No, I just need to brush up on my shit. And then we got the date, February 21st.
Yeah,
Yay!
Just a few
Starting
short weeks away.
Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. So that does it for this 2-minute and 2-second trailer for Clone Wars. Yeah, we spent like a half hour on this thing. Yes. Yeah. I don't know where else to go with this now because I wanted to talk more Star Wars with you because we hadn't had much of a chance to talk. But I'm like, we have time. I just need.
Let's cut it there. Well,
yeah. That's what I mean. It's like we have time for later. Yeah. So that'll be it for us, guys. As always, you can find me at all social medias at the Ryan Cross Project right over here, except Twitter at the Ryan C, because Twitter doesn't like me having those extra 4 letters. Screw them. And Alexis, where can you find you online if you have anything you want to plug?
Hey guys, you guys can find me on Instagram at Lex_Adames. That's LEX_ADAMES. I post Star Wars stuff. I do lightsaber choreography, and I post pictures of all that Star Wars goodness. So yeah, check me out. Give me a follow.
All right, guys, that'll do it for us here. And as always, may the Force be with you.
Always.